There are dozens of variables when it comes to the different causes of poor fuel mileage. From air filters, worn spark plugs, low-grade fuels, wind drag, weather conditions, and we could go for a long time discussing all of them, but tires are one of the biggest contributors to getting good or crappy fuel mileage. They contribute about 20 to 30% according to an article published on TireReview.com. Things like air pressure, how worn out they are, and even the type of tire that it is. And what I mean by the type of tire that it is referring to the category that the tire fits into. Is it a mud-terrain rated tire and has huge blocky tread lugs, of which causes an increase in rolling resistance on the pavement? Or is it an all-season designated tire of which traction and fuel economy are the main priorities there? The key word here is rolling resistance, also can be referred to as rolling friction or rolling drag, and the more of it that there is, the more energy it takes the engine to turn the tires. If the engine has to work harder, it's going to have to use more fuel to do so. Makes sense, right? Just like hooking up a trailer behind you, the more weight the trailer is, the more fuel you'll consume because the engine is working harder. So then, if you are using your vehicle mainly for on-road use and want to maintain halfway decent fuel economy, even with upgrading the size of the tires, then look at the tires that are going to be in the all-season category, as their tread compound and design is going to be maximized for traction and fuel economy. Traction first as the main priority, as there are a number of brands and models that specifically list them as a fuel-saving tire or energy savings tire or even eco-friendly, as with being designed for traction, they are also designed for maximum fuel economy as well. Although the tires will offer better fuel economy on the road, the downside is that it is sacrificing the off-road performance. If you know you're going to be hitting the trails often, then instead of an all-season or eco-friendly fuel savings tire, an all-terrain rated tire would be the next best choice for a pretty good blend of on-road and off-road traction and fuel savings. Although there are some all-terrain tread designs that appear to be more of a hybrid tire than an all-terrain tire. Speaking of hybrid tires, no, they're not specific to hybrid vehicles. A hybrid or crossover tire is a middle-of-the-road blend between an all-terrain and mud-terrain tire and often are referred to as rugged terrain tires. Rugged terrain hybrid tires will offer even more off-road traction than your standard all-terrain, but the more you tip the scale to better performing off-road tires, more commonly than not, on-road fuel economy will decrease in efficiency. So just remember, the next time you're looking for a new set of tires on TrailBuilt and want the best blend of fuel-saving tires and off-road performance, an easy rule of thumb is the off-road tires, like mud terrains, will have the worst fuel economy on the road, and the tires that perform the worst in off-road situations, because they are designed more for on-road use, will have the best performance in fuel savings tire category. Also, keep in mind that there are variables that might skew the rule of thumb, like a larger sized on-road tire when compared to a smaller sized off-road tire. Also keep in mind that there are variables that might skew that rule of thumb, like a larger sized on-road tire when compared to a smaller sized off-road tire might make it a wash between the two. A heavier fuel savings tire is still going to create a need for the engine to work harder than a lighter, smaller off-road tire. Also, keep in mind that running the correct tire pressures and newer tires compared to older, worn-out tires will also give you better fuel economy. If you're wondering how to set the correct tire pressures for your particular vehicle with larger sized tires than the factory tires, then make sure and check out our video on how to make your tires last longer that shows you a few tips and tricks to get the most life out of your tires, including how to set the right air pressure in your tires. And guys, also make sure and let us know if you are more on the fuel savings side of the scale or on the off-road performance side of the scale, or even if you look for tires that give you the best of both worlds, just let us know in the comments below. Other than that, guys, if you like today's video, make sure and hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our latest videos. As always, guys, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out in the trails.